Yes, everybody. Rush the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well here in glorious. Let's go a bit forwards. We get a bit more of the scenery. Glorious Dubai. I hope you're all safe. Well, it's Hammers Headlines and Association with KUMB.com boys. Anton did a little bit of a transfer rumour roundup. Not quite the Rusty rumour roundup. That'll be back on Monday. Don't worry. I've had people asking me, where is the Rusty rumour roundup? And it's coming back on Monday. Don't you worry. A tanned another bunker on Monday, sadly, not in 45 degree heat. But we're giving you the transfer rumours and giving you the latest number in terms of players we've been linked to, which is quite a lot. But Hammers Airlines in association with the KUMB.com boys. Now, I always say the wrong way because the screen mirrors it differently. So I'll put it there. You point the wrong way. The reason is because it mirrors. So the Hammers Headlines in association with the KUMB.com boys. I probably got that wrong as well. But we've got 3 stories to talk about. I haven't got any flashy graphics because I'm just going to jump on quickly and do them very, very quickly for you. But the first thing first is a bigger effing German. Could a bigger effing German, a XL BFG, be on his way to West Ham? Well, according to reports, West Ham could look to beat other European sides to the signing of Stuttgart starlet Nick Woltermann in the coming months, according to reports, with the rising young German star being on the radar ahead of a summer move. He is 6'6". That is very tall. He's had a breakthrough season for Stuttgart, 17 goals and 3 assists in all competitions for Stuttgart this season. He's 23, great age. He was bought to start the campaign on a 4-year deal from Werder Bremen, and has made his way into the German national team for this summer's Nation League semi-finals, and that's put teams on red alert. However, slight fly in the ointment. Although Stuttgart are thought to be open to negotiations, they are going to be looking for around 45 to 50 million euros. So that's about 38 to 42 million quid for the German international striker. But 32, about 23, good age. 23 or 23, good age. Very tall. And yeah, could we be having a bigger effing German turn up at West Ham? Moving from Germany to Scotland. Let's talk about Lennon Miller. So according to reports several reports actually, West Ham are showing an interest in Lennon Miller, along with Newcastle and several other Premier League clubs. Reports that West Ham are one of the teams who've been watching the 18-year-old midfielder in action for Motherwell this season. Obviously, at the beginning of the season, Christian Hegley was at Motherwell, so yes, they were scouting, keeping an eye on him, but also scouting Lennon while there, apparently. Motherwell consider him to be their best prospect to come. Oh, very close to the best prospect to come for their ranks in some time, and look for about £5 million to part ways with the 18-year-old. For me, he would come in and wouldn't necessarily be knocking the door. 18 is very young, but he is making progress in the SPL. Maybe it's a case that we sign him and loan him back next season to Motherwell. Maybe for £5 million, I think that's pump money, and you would be able to do that. And let him keep progressing within Motherwell for another season, and then take him back next season when maybe the likes of, if JWP isn't sold, it would be next season, the 26-27 season would be, we know possibly try to keep him in the ranks, but another year on, you can see how it all works. But then we might well welcome back a Lewis Orford, who as I said on the 5 predictions the other day, could well be going on probably a championship club next season. Sticking with the championship, I'm doing this quite well actually. We're sort of following on nicely. Sticking with the championship, West Ham are apparently eyeing a bargain deal for a former QPR Ranger star with, quote, blistering pace. That is according to reports who say that West Ham are looking at the is it Fenerbahce? I think it's Fenerbahce. Yeah, Fenerbahce winger Bright Osaway Samuel to come in. We've apparently been long-term admirers of it. Slightly, the reason why I think he's 27, so he really is kind of in his prime now. So if you buy him, you're going to buy him now. He was first linked with us back in January 2021 when he was playing for Queen's Park Rangers. Swashbuckling winger, says the report. And beckoning the talk of the championship after a couple of stunning solo efforts heyday. 4 years on, he's remodelled himself into an all-action right back over in Turkey. He's made 37 appearances under Jose Mourinho this year for Fenerbahce, and his contract is due to expire in a matter of weeks. So that's what I was saying yesterday in terms of free transfers, getting free transfers in. Apparently on he's apparently on 72 grand a week, and not only West Ham are interested, but QPR, and apparently they could be in more. Reports from Turkey claim that they are in quite deep negotiations, having obviously just won the FA Cup as well. But the door remains ajar for West Ham to come in and look at him. For me, free transfer. He's got football experience, Premier League experience. His experiences in terms of his age as well. When we're looking at maybe him and Cole Walker-Peters. To be honest, it's not necessarily muchness. I think Bright offers more pace, whereas KWP offers more versatility in terms of the ability of equally playing on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. For me, that would make more sense, particularly looking to maybe move Emerson on. So Ollie could be the left wing back, AWB could be the right wing back, and then Cole Walker-Peters could deputise for either side. However, it's a lovely plan if it comes together. Everything lovely. And I think personally, there could be. Well, we'll see. There's going to be plenty of suitors for KWP. There's plenty of suitors as well. It seems to Bright as well, but it's a similar type of what we're looking at, which makes perfect sense to me. Personally. While I have you there, don't forget we've got our prize with football prizes. We can win a Mark Noble signed shirt. If anyone wants to come up when you're ready. There we go. Oh no, it's disappeared. Sorry, Mark Noble. I'm doing my phone. It's funny YouTube. Anyway, Mark Noble signed shirt. There'll be a link in the description for 16 other extra West Ham prizes. I believe the draw runs out in early June, so you've got over a week or so, or just under a week now, 5 days or so to put in to buy your raffle tickets. We'll also be having our West Ham raffles, our West Ham Network charity raffles. Another one will probably launch next week. As I said, we've got 3 in a row. We've got a Canyo shirt we're going to do, a Brooklyn shirt, and a Mark Noble shirt. So we might do the Mark Noble shirt maybe for June, and then I think the Canyo for August, and then July, and then maybe whichever booking for August. Who knows? You'll have to make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep an eye on the channel. We had Budgie on yesterday, and Kieran and various others talking about end of season as well. We'll have the Russell Racing, the original win rating. We'll be back on Monday. Today is Florence's birthday. He turns 13. I've got Barrister at the pool with a massive. These turned up. It's like a banner and started singing happy birthday. I didn't think that was going to happen. But anyway, but very proud dad as she is now 18. But anyway, apart from that, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Much love. Bye bye.